Thank you for buying your 2022 planner from Playing Office. This video will take you through how to use every aspect of your planner. So as you can see right now, we're on the home page, and I'm going to start by taking you through the menu. So the menu will always be on every page. As you can see at the top, you have the home button, which takes you to the index for all of your notebooks. The heart takes you to your sticker book, your built-in sticker book, which you can copy all of the stickers that are included with the planner, or you can store your stickers wherever you currently store all of your digital stickers. You also have the 22, which takes you to your master to-do list. The $ takes you to your expenses landing page. You have January through December to get through all of the monthly pages. And at the very bottom, you have all the templates which you can use to insert anywhere you like in your planner. And to get back to this page, you will just click this home button right here. So this is the master index of all of your 24 built-in notebooks. And the way that you get to the notebooks is by pressing any of the numbers on the home page. So as you can see, that takes you to notebook 1. This section lets you keep track of what is in your notebook. So if you have, multiple things related to the topic of your notebook, you can keep track of all of that right here. And so I'm going to press the home button to go right back to the home screen. And this is, like I said, your master index. And also you have a note section to keep track of any notes that you might want to jot down really quick and put elsewhere in your planner later if you don't have time to get to the exact page you need to get to. Next, under that is the heart. This is going to take you to your built-in sticker book. And you can paste the stickers that come with this planner right here if you'd like to have easy access to them, or you can organize them however else you organize your stickers currently. By clicking the 22, so you have this master to-do list, which you can access from any page in your planner. So when you're planning out your days, your weeks, your months, everything, you can easily refer back to this page by clicking the 22 right here on your menu. You also have direct links to all of your quarterly planning pages if you want to organize your content that way. So I'm going to take you to a quarterly planning page. So this is where you can plan out your quarter. So you can easily take any information from your master to-do list and copy and paste it over here, keep track of important dates, and anywhere that you see a calendar in the planner, just know that these are links. These will take you to your weekly pages, and these will take you to your daily pages. So you can get to any of these days also. So after you finish planning out your quarter, you can go on ahead and click on any of the days of the month, and you can add those to those daily pages immediately if you would like to. So now I'm going to get into the menu at the top. So these letters and this heart will be at the top of every page depending on what page you're on. So these four are all related to monthly planning. So this is your micro tasks, which I'm going to get into, which is like your goal planning. This is your monthly expense page. This is your habit tracker, and this is your monthly overview. So all of these will change based on the month that you're on. So these will link, for instance, to January's goals, micro tasks, expenses, habit tracker, and overlook. And if you have the content planner, this is what this is related to. And then also back to the notebooks. You can get to the notebooks, as I mentioned, by clicking the home button, going to the index page. Links to all 24 notebooks are at the top of every page of your planner. So you can easily get to your notebooks. But if you don't remember what the index is or which notebook you assign something to, that's when you'd hit the home button key to get back to this page to see what it is. Or if you want to add something to the index page, then you would go to the home page. But other than that, you can get to the notebooks from anywhere in the planner, including the stickers page, anywhere. The templates you can copy and paste anywhere. So if I wanted to copy this page and place it behind notebook number 1, so now back to the menu. I'm just going to start and go to each of these pages, starting with the expenses, and show you exactly what they look like. So this is your expenses page. You have room to keep track of all of your expenses for the month. You also have a calendar. And again, you can get to any of these days by clicking them, or any of the weekly pages by clicking the weekly link. You also can get to any of the other monthly expense pages if you want to reference expenses from previous months or upcoming months. You can easily do that. So you're in January. If you want to go to July, you just click the J for July and you are on the July expenses page. The E on this menu takes you to the expenses landing page. So you can get to all of the 12 months of the expense pages, but you also have 9 blank expense pages in case you want to keep track of other expenses, whatever that may be. You can write that up at the top right here. And then you can also keep track of it right here on this page. So this is kind of like your home page for your expenses. If you want to keep track of recurring expenses or anything, if you have, you're paying down debt and you want to just keep track of that separate from your monthly expenses, that's what you can use these pages for. And now I'm going to take you back to the quarterly planning page. And this is something else, another link. Anytime you see a month on any of the pages, it will take you to the quarterly planning page for that month. So I'm just going to click January, and now I'm on the January through March quarterly planning page. So you can get back to this page by clicking the month on any page, or again by clicking the 22 and then clicking the quarterly planning page you want to get to. So now I'm going to go to the habit tracker. This keeps track of any habits that you'd like, and you can also have a key down here if you want to keep track of moods. So for instance, if you want to keep track of a mood and then you want to assign a color to that, then you can add that up here as well. So that is something that you can do. And then as you see, you have links to your expenses, your overview, and your goals, micro tasks. And again, to get back to the quarterly planning page, all of your notebooks, and you can click on any of these links to be taken to the daily page, and you can click on any of these links to be taken to the weekly pages for that month. Next is the monthly overview. So this page lets you plan out your whole month, kind of get an idea for the things you want to focus on. And if you want to break up your to-do list and the things that you want to get done by the week, you can do that here. And if you want to keep a monthly affirmation and notes. And then the way that this planner works, because weeks are shared with other months, so there are 6 weeks in January, but the first 2 are only in January and the last 5 are in February. So the way that it works is you will be planning the first 5 in January, but since most of the week, or since the beginning of February also shares the last week of January, you will be planning that week together with February. So week 5 is where this stops, and then the week 6 of January will be week 1 of February. And I'll show you what that looks like on a calendar in a minute. So this right here, your top 10, this also relates back to your goals and the micro tasks, which I'm going to get into in a little bit and show you more detail. But these right here, these darker gray, these filled in bubbles, take you to your 10 goals micro task pages. So when you decide what it is that you want to get done for the week or for the month, and those are your top 10 goals that you kind of want to focus on, you can write these here. And then you can go add them to the micro task page individually and start working on those. And then from the overview, you also have the review. So this is at the end of the month. You still have your micro tasks that you can write and see how you finished them, how you did with completing them. You can use this notation if you'd like. And then you can reflect on what went well, the improvements to make, next month's focus, and gratitude. And then on the review page, if you click on next month's focus, it will take you to the micro task overview page for that month. So I'm just going to click on that really quick, and that will take you to February's micro task overview page, which I haven't gotten into just yet. So now onto the monthly pages. As you can see, you have the same links up here: expenses for this month, habit tracker for this month, overview, your goals and tasks, and brainstorming if you have the content planner. So what I was talking about before about sharing weeks. So there are 6 weeks in January. The first week has the first 6 days in December. The first week has December and January, and the last week has January and February. So you can get to any of the daily pages by clicking on the number, and you can get to the Bible study page by clicking on the top right corner. To get to the sermon notes for the particular week, on the Saturday square, click on the bottom right corner, and that takes you to the sermon notes for that week. And to get to the weekly page, you're going to click on the bottom left corner of the Sunday. So I'm just going to highlight these really quick. So you have daily, Bible study, weekly, sermon notes. So on the weekly page, you have a whole bunch of room to have your time to schedule right down the left-hand side. I left that up to you, whatever increments you want to use. If you want to use half hour, 2-hour blocks, whatever that is, and the time frame up to you. So that might change throughout the year. If you want to wake up at a different time during, a specific time of the month or week or year, you can change that up for you. Depending on what week you are on, it will always be underlined. And you can easily flip through the weeks just like that, and the underline will change. And as you can see, you have 2 months worth of calendars here. So just from one weekly page, you can access, for instance, the last week of December, all of January, all of February, and the first week of March, all from one weekly page. And on the weekly pages, the additional letter that you see up here is the meal plan. So this button will only appear on the daily page and the weekly page because the meal plans are linked to the weeks. You plan your meals by your weeks. So to go to your meal plan, you just click the M. And as you can see, that week is underlined as well. And you can plan out your meals for the whole week. You have room for your grocery list. And again, links to your expenses, habit tracker, overview, goals, and links to your quarterly planning pages, all of your notebooks. And you can also go between your weeks for your meal plans. So you're on week 5 of January, but if you want to go back and say, oh, I really like lunch on week 2, let me go back and copy that. You can easily refer back and forth to your different weeks. So how I mentioned before about January sharing the last week with February. So it has a link to week 6. So you won't be planning your January meal for week 6 in January. It will be the first week of February. But if you click that, it takes you to the February week 1 meal plan. And you can see right here, the calendar, the lighter gray, these are the last 2 days of January, and these are all the days of February that you can plan your meals. So now back to the weekly page. You have your meal plan, your expenses for the month, habit tracker for the month, overview, your goals, and these are for your content planning if you have the content planner. You also have links to all 10 of your micro tasks right here, which again, I will be getting into later, and all of your notebooks. You can also get to any of the daily pages by clicking any of these links on the calendar or any of the days. So if you want to jump to the first, you can do that, and then you can go right back to the weekly page by clicking the 1 for this week. Down here at the bottom, there are to-do lists, and you can title these if you want work, personal, however you want to categorize your to-do list, or you can leave that blank. It's up to you. So now I'm going to go over to the daily page. And again, you have the same links as the weekly page. You have your meal plan for the week, expenses for the month, habit tracker, overview, goals for the month, links for your content planning, all of your notebooks, and the top 10 of your micro planning. And then you have all of January, the last week of December, and the first week of March right here, or the first week of February right here. You have a timed schedule that you can choose the increments and the time frame. You can write out your schedule and the top 3 things that you want to focus on, and a running to-do list, and then a whole lot of blank space if you want to use widgets, stickers, take notes. Some of the stickers that come with this planner are bullet, lines, and graph. So if you want to have bullet over here, if you want to have it blank over here, you get to decide and plan it how you would like. So to get to the Bible study page from the daily page, you just swipe over. And now you're on the Bible study page. And you'll notice that on the daily pages, any of the dated pages, when you click on the day, the circle tells you what day you're on. So you can easily tell what day you are on just by looking right over there. And of course, it is written out. The day is written out as well. But when I'm looking at the calendar, I like to know quickly what week I'm on and the exact day of the month. And again, if you click the month, it takes you to your quarterly planning page, and click that and you're right back at the daily page, and then swipe right over to get to the Bible study page. So this gives you a lot of room to journal, to draw, to doodle, whatever you want. And again, with the stickers that come with the planner, you can put more lines on the right hand side. You can do graph, whatever it is that you want to do, you can add that right there. You can also, again, get to the Bible study page directly from the monthly page by clicking the top right-hand corner. And now you're on the Bible study page. To get to the sermon notes for that week, you click on the bottom right-hand corner. It's the same template as the Bible study page, except you have the sermon title and the speaker. And again, you can use whatever widgets, templates, stickers you want to customize your sermon notes. And with the Bible study and the sermon notes, you have the same links for the meal plan, expenses, habit tracker, overview, and your micro tasks, as well as your notebooks. Okay, so now I'm going to get into the micro tasks. And to get to the micro tasks for any month, you click the heart. So the idea with the micro tasks is that this is how you can break up your goals into manageable steps that you can visualize, and you can hopefully will help you to complete them. One thing that I know I personally have a problem with is setting a realistic time frame for how long it will actually take me to complete something, and this really helps you to do it. So you have room for 10. You can copy this if you'd like, but you have room for 10 goals that you want to accomplish for the month, and this breaks it down. So this is where you would write down exactly what you would like to do for the month right here. What date do you think you'll actually complete this goal? What date would you like to complete it by? And you can check it off once it's actually completed. And as you're progressing through your goal, you can fill this in, and any notes that you want to take, you can put right here. And this is just the overview page so that you can refer to it really quickly to see how you're doing with the goal. And again, right here, you have links to your expenses, habit tracker, overview, and the content brainstorming page if you have the content planner, and a calendar. So you can color code this if you'd like, if you want to give each of your tasks a different color, and you can mark off different parts of the calendar to indicate which days you are trying to complete each goal by, or however you'd like to use it. And then if you click the to do, it takes you to your actual breakdown for your micro tasks. And then you have your monthly expenses, habit tracker, overview, and this takes you back to your micro task overview page so that you can get back to the main layout. And then you can also switch between all of the 10 micro tasks right here. And you also have your notebooks up here. So you have room for your progress on this micro task that you're doing. the to do again, the estimated completion date, and if you completed it. And so this is where it actually gets down to your micro tasks. So you're breaking up your overall goal into steps. It might take you 14, it might take you less steps, but you have room. So you would write the overall goal or to do right here, and then break it up into steps. And so if the first step is research, how much overall time do you think it's going to take you to complete that? If you're researching, say you want to write a book and you want to do some research, is it going to take you 2 weeks? Okay, let's say it's going to take you 2 weeks to do some research. How much? So you would write 2 weeks here. How much time do you want to spend each day doing that research? Okay, you want to spend 2 hours a day. So that's what we write here. 2 hours a day for 2 weeks. Now, what days are you actually assigning those research hours to? So let's say we're looking at the January calendar right here, and you want to assign the 2nd through the 14th. So you'd write 2 through 14 right here. And now you can keep notes here. You can use these boxes for anything you'd like to keep track of, images, links to websites that you've reviewed, or whatever it is that you like to do. And you have this notation right here for either if you've completed the step, if you've moved maybe this step or the whole task to the next month, or if you've decided that you're not going to do it, or you're putting on the back burner, you're not sure about it, and that would be archive. But once you have assigned the dates that you would like to work on the tasks, now this is where your calendar comes in handy, because you're saying you're assigning weeks to days January 2 to January 14. You're going to go to that day and you're going to write research 2 hours. So you're going to put that your top 3 so that this will help you focus and realize that these are the things that I want to get done these days in order to make sure that I meet my overall step to work towards my goal for the month. And so in these bubbles, you can, to keep track of it, this could be your micro task number 1. So you can write 1 here, and maybe you don't have any other micro tasks, you can just leave those blank. But your micro task number 1, you would put a 1 here so that you can keep track of exactly what it is that you are referring to. And then you can use the same notation if you've completed it, moved it to the next month, or archive. And then you can get back to that micro task or any of the other micro tasks right here by just clicking the 1. It will take you to micro task 1. And again, you have these links to your micro tasks on your daily page. This is your weekly page. And then on your overview, you have links to your micro tasks right here. And on your review page, you have links to your micro tasks right here. So that is how the micro tasks work, and it's integrated into the whole daily and weekly page system. You can access it from anywhere in your planner for each month. I hope that this helped you understand how your planner works. Really just get in there and start using it. But please, if you have any questions, please DM me. I'm at Playing Office on Instagram. You can email me at hello@playingoffice.co, and I will be posting tutorials and videos on Instagram. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me. And thank you so much for supporting Playing Office.